Here's something I learned a few years ago that I wish I knew at the start of my cinematic music journey. About 2 years of my music I made back around 2018 have gone to waste simply because I didn't know how to do this simple thing to make my strings sound more lively. This will work in any music software as long as it's capable of adding modulation to your instruments. Here's a simple chord progression of A minor F C G to show the mistakes that I was making when I first started. I have a lead line in there, just something to add a bit more excitement to it. Here's 6 different ways to play the same thing in MIDI. The first one is using string ensembles to play everything instead of separating it out to like bass strings, cello, violas, etc. And this section here is no modulation at all. The second one is kind of coming in waves up and down movement. And the third one is more like a building swell. And I do the same down below for everything separated out to show you the difference in how they all sound. So here's it with no modulation, just string ensembles. And it doesn't sound too good. Everything sounds almost monotone. And here are the string ensembles with some wave-like movement in the modulation, as you can see down here. And I'll play that now. Already a big improvement. Here's the string ensemble version where it starts out quiet at the start of the section and the modulation builds up like a swell almost. There's use case for both of these, depending on the project you're working on. Here's what it sounds like if you separate it out. As you can see, I have one note playing on the bass, one note on the cello, violas, violins 2 and violins 1's playing the lead. And this is no modulation. You can hear the melodies and all, but it just doesn't have the same emotional weight when everything is the same tone almost. And here is it all separated out with a wave-like movement almost in the modulation, as you can see down here. You can already tell the emotional impact is much stronger on this one than over here. And now finally, the kind of slow build to the end of the section with a swell. In my opinion, I don't think there's any set in stone way that you want to do the modulation. It depends on the project you're working on and what you want to achieve with the sound. But my advice would be to especially avoid the first examples like you see over here, where there's no modulation at all and it's just a single level the whole way through, because it just sounds not right, and I wasted years of tracks by not knowing this. So hopefully this helps you. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again. Take care.